Okay, so I know this video is supposed to be about Yokai Watch and Pokemon, but I just want to take a moment to talk about the death of David Bowie. The guy was a legend. He was one of the few musicians who I think always harbored that rebellious spirit. It's such a shame that he died just when I was starting to get into his music. I had heard of his legendary reputation by then. May he rest in peace. Hey guys, so it just occurred to me that there's actually no other way that I can put this in it. I haven't been really uploading videos frequently, mostly because of the fact that it's the last week before school begins, and usually I end up falling into the very deep abyss of non-productivity because I'm freaking out internally, like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Well, it is a good thing that I've managed to recover from this particular slump and make a video on something. Now, a couple of days back, I was watching an episode of Yokai Watch. You know, like one of those YouTubers who uploads full episodes of TV series onto YouTube and does so in spite of the fact that his account might possibly get terminated for copyright infringement. That sort of stuff. For those of you who don't know, Yokai Watch is a Mons franchise that started hitting the shelves within this decade. Instead of dealing with beings that have been presumed to have biologically evolved with us, Yokai Watch deals with yokai. These are beings that are invisible, and they're kind of based on the real-life yokai as well, which are also spirit beings that you normally can't see. No shito shiroku! I'll talk about the other parts of that franchise another time. What needs to be brought attention to for this topic is the character of Koma-san. In Season 1, Episode 17, this character that looks a lot like a bear with blue fire, he is seen applying for a job as a janitor at a toy company. He begins cleaning a CCTV unit, and then, just at that very moment, the CEO of the company comes in. He says that he hasn't come up with any good toy ideas for a while, and then Koma-san spots a bug on the CCTV camera. What happens next is pretty much weird. Upon overhearing Koma-san say that there's a bug on the CCTV screen, the CEO suddenly thinks that's a really good idea. Koma-san then gets promoted on the spot just because he accidentally discovered something. Absolutely no qualifications of background experience. As a matter of fact, through this little segment, it's just shown that he only knows how to clean. And that happens to Koma-san about 2 more times.
Now it's twice as nice.
The genuine confusion at this kind of scenario kind of stems from the very fact that Koma-san obviously isn't intending for any of this to happen. The humor is still present though. You just have to dig a little bit into Japanese culture to figure that out. Koma-san is based on the Koma Inu. These are statues that are usually seen with Japanese shrines. They originate from Tang Dynasty China, and as of now, people call the Chinese equivalents Chinese guardian dogs or Fu dogs. So, someone essentially took my favorite character from the Savums and then put her on a friggin' shish kebab. Koma Inu are spotted all over Japanese shrines, and people go there to pray for good luck and prosperity. So it only makes sense that Koma-san would be doing this thing by complete accident. He doesn't intend for it to happen, but it's supposed to be his function. But something else added to that particular scene that kind of struck something in me. There's a certain similarity between the idea that a bug could be the inspiration for something successful. Where have I heard that narrative before? Oh yeah, that's right, Pokemon. Proper for me to talk about it because it's gonna turn 20 this year. Satoshi Tajiri, the creator of the Pokemon franchise, has actually cited his childhood hobby of bug collecting as his inspiration for conceptualizing this whole gotta catch 'em all franchise in the first place. So, this may be a stretch, but I think the writers of the episode chose to use Koma-san as a tool to take some shots at the Pokemon Company. Cause here, the idea of bugs inspiring a massively successful toy line is kind of played for humor. It's trying to suggest that Pokemon didn't become famous because of ingenuity, creativity, great games, or any of the sort. It's kind of saying that maybe Satoshi Tajiri just lucked out. As a Pokemon fan, you know, it's a little bit hard to take, but those yokai are cute, so I'm not really gonna try and fight Bandai if they ever decide to make another bug toy line. That's all I have to say though. Tell me what you guys think. Did I stretch too much, or could there be some sense in the idea that Nintendo is being satirized somehow by the writers of this episode of Yokai Watch? And also do tell me if I got the details on the Japanese culture thing right, or if they're wrong. Feel free to correct me in the comments. I'm not a perfect person. See you guys.